Hello, my dear students. I hope you had a wonderful day and now you are ready to be with me, and we have the following topic: celebrating good times. What does celebration mean? Celebration is the action of celebrating an important day or event. Celebration is a social gathering or enjoyable activity held to celebrate something. I am sure that you like celebrating. But because we are different and diversity is a part of our social life, of course there are celebrations that are not celebrated in our country. And today we are going to speak about them. And let us start. Celebrations that are different here in Moldova than in other countries. So of course we know that Easter here in Moldova we celebrate in another manner in comparison with, for example, English-speaking countries. We don't organize the egg hunt, but they do. Another celebration is graduation ball. A nice tradition in our country is to celebrate this event in the school. Students in other countries also celebrate in the school, and for me is an amazing thing to see that when a boy invites a girl to the graduation ball, he comes that night with a nice flower that she puts on her hand. So I think it's a good tradition. Another celebration that is different from our country are the weddings. We used to celebrate weddings with a lot of food, a lot of people, music, drinks, and so on. We have different traditions, but in other countries, for example, let's take in India or in other parts of the world, the bride doesn't wear white. She wears another color. So you see, we have almost the same celebrations, but we don't have the same customs and traditions. Let us continue. Celebrations that also are different here in Moldova in comparison with other countries is the Saint's Name Day. Usually on this day, people in Moldova go to church and they pray, but in other countries, they organize a nice festival. Another celebration is the baby shower. Here in Moldova, we have the baby shower after the baby is born. But in English-speaking countries, it is a nice tradition to celebrate baby shower before the baby is born. And of course, the last one that I have found interesting is the city's name day. So this is a celebration when people honor the name of the city and the fact that they live in it. Here in Moldova, we organize very nice events during this day. For example, in the morning, people go to the church. After that, they can go and buy some interesting and useful things from different kind of, not shops, but we organize some tables where are displayed many interesting things and especially connected with the city. But in English-speaking countries or other countries, they don't celebrate like we do. So I think that every culture has its own traditions, and this is the most important that we have to celebrate. Why is it important for a community to celebrate? Sometimes we ask ourselves, why do we need to celebrate this? Of course, reading a lot of articles in the internet, I found out. And I selected few reasons why people celebrate important events in their lives. First of all, they give us joy. All the events are joyful and full of happy moments. Another reason is that all these events, all these celebrations bring families together. Another thing that is very important, that all these events give us the possibility to have memories. And based on them, we can recall a lot of funny things. Another one is that celebrations give people the possibility to chat, to share experience, and of course, to share impressions. What is connected with traditions and customs, during these events we can try and we can eat and we can taste a lot of interesting food. And also the last one, but not the least important, is that people use special costumes, special clothes to celebrate all the events that are important in their lives. So in this way, we can sustain our cultural traditions and customs. Speaking about celebrations, I prepared for you today few things or few events that are not celebrated in our country, but they are wonderful in other places of the world. So if you are ready to go with me on a short trip around the world and find out about celebrations, let's start. The first interesting celebration is Mardi Gras in New Orleans, the USA. When Mardi Gras takes over the streets of New Orleans for 2 whole weeks, it's the carnival, the rival, all carnivals. Make sure you've got your best fancy dress, costumes with you, because Mardi Gras is all about dressing up. And I want to tell you that this festival, this carnival, is present on each street in New Orleans. So, if you want to enjoy different carnivals, you can walk through this city. Another interesting celebration happens in Spain. So, running with the bulls in Pamplona, Spain. Apart from getting chased by bulls through the streets of Pamplona, you'll be able to join in the parade of the giant dancing mannequins and the roar, where the crowds make as much noise as possible with drums and whistles in front of the local council office. So, I am not so brave to go there, but I would like to see one of these events. Another celebration happens in Thailand. During Loy Krathong, which is celebrated all over Thailand in November, the rivers and lakes flicker to life when innumerable tiny craft bearing lighted candles are set free to float upon the waters. So I think that I have the possibility to go there. I won't miss it. In Spain, another interesting celebration happens. So, La Tomatina. La Tomatina might not be the longest of events, but the 1-hour battle is pretty intense. First, you'll get drenched with a water hose, and then, when the cannon fire sounds, it's all hands on as many tomatoes as you can get to launch at the enemy who just may be your best friend. Yes, the streets do end up looking like the inside of a tomato soup factory, and so will you. But that's what it's all about. If you like tomatoes, you can go there and enjoy the tomato battles. The carnival in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, is one of the most amazing carnivals. It's the biggest and the longest samba dance marathon ever. A different themed ball is held every night of the celebration, and for those who prefer to stay home, every single street in Rio de Janeiro holds its own party. So, if you visit Rio de Janeiro, visit it and enjoy the Samba Dance Marathon. Holi in India. It is the amazing Indian festival of color. Get happy, get soaked with water, then get plastered with multicolored holy powder. Everyone is fair game as a target, so make sure you've got lots of powder for ammunition before you hit the streets. I think that you had the possibility to participate in a kind of holy celebration here in Moldova, because in one of the past years was organized this event, and many teenagers, youngsters, and why not adults participated in it and enjoyed the celebration of colors. Now, my dear students, it's time for us to review some grammar. During previous lessons, we discussed about what is the difference between an adjective and an adverb. So I'm sure that you know the difference, and now it's time for us to check. The task is choose an adjective or an adverb. So my dear friends, pause please this video, think about these sentences and choose the correct variant. Then you can press the button play and we can continue checking. Are you ready? Let us check. Choose an adjective or an adverb. Number 1. You'll be completely awestruck by the ginormous floats and their amazing decorations. Of course, this is about celebrations. Number 2. In fact, the older the clothes, the better, as they'll be beyond recognition by the time the event is over. So this happens when you participate in the Tomatina event. Of all the carnivals held in the world, the Carnival of Venice is by far the most elegant and undoubtedly the most sophisticated. Very good, my dear students, but there is another part. You have to do the same. Pause this video, do this exercise, and then press the button play, and we are going to check together. Are you ready? Okay. Number 1. The Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany, starts in September and carries on for a whole 18 consecutive days. Number 2. If you want to celebrate in a style which really sets the night on fire, then you need to be at the Loy Krathong and the Ipeng Lantern festivals in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And number 3, they are both so uniquely different you won't want to miss either. My dear friends, I want to tell you that I had the honor to be today with you, and my last thought for you today is, the more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Oprah Winfrey. So my dear students, I wish you to celebrate your life because it's worth. Thank you.